and roll up to some YouTube today. I'm trying to get my TikTok ready to go, but anyways, welcome Facebook. Now we're live on both Instagram and Facebook. So today I'm talking to you guys about product first approaches and market first approach. What's the dang difference? My name's Trey Lewellen. We've done over $30 million in product sales over the last 3 years, and we want to show you just little tactics, little tidbits, little nuggets that we can give to you that help you get to those same levels. So make sure you check us out, TreyLewellen.com. As you can see, it's spelled pretty simple. TreyLewellen.com. Check those out. We got a lot of material for you today. But mainly today, I want to discuss product first approach and a market first approach. Because when clients come to us, they're always like, man, I got this sweet iPhone case. This thing is going to be baller. It's going to sell like bananas. Or, hey man, I got my new book launch. It's going to be intense. It's going to go crazy. I got a new coffee mug with a new logo. I know that this logo is going to sell. So that's going to be your market first approach, right? Or product first approach. So your product first approach is saying, I got an item, right? I got this really cool idea, and it is just going to blow up out of the water. Now, what we've seen from our testing, our clients coming to us, and realistically watching through the webs is this is the worst way to go, is your product first approach. You're like, boom, you don't want to do that. Here's why. Is because usually what we found is what you think is cool is not cool to anybody else, right? So if you're loving this, by the way, give me some love, give me some likes, some hearts. What's on Facebook now? I don't even know what's on Instagram, but give me some of that. And let us know in the comments. I got your questions. I forgot to even pull you guys up. I'm going to pull you up real quick over here. I know we're live, but I want to see what you guys are saying, your comments that are coming in. I appreciate you being on here, by the way, and really getting your answers or your questions answered. So go ahead and put those in the comments. I'll kind of see them flow in here as well. So anyways, this is a product first approach. This is just like throwing spaghetti at the wall. So you know when your mom's cooking that good old noodle batch and you're like, dang, that smells so good, a little marinara sauce in there, but you got to make sure the noodles are good first. So you throw them at the wall and see if something sticks. Same thing goes for this, right? Is your product first approach. Is, hey, I got a couple things in the pot. I'm going to throw it all at the wall, and I'm going to hope something sticks. A lot of people do this on Shopify. They'll put up 20 products and hope one kind of sells, right? They'll put Facebook ads to all of them and hope like one triggers. What we've seen is the success rate out of that is about 9 out of 10. So you'll get, or sorry, I wish it was 9 out of 10. 1 out of 10. What am I talking about? So 1 out of 10, spoiler alert for the next part. So 1 out of 10 is your success rate, all right? So your success rate with throwing spaghetti at the wall, with throwing products like, hey, I saw something from China, I saw something on my newsfeed, I think it's going to be a great thing, is about 1 in 10 success rate, okay? So is that making sense for you so far? Give me some likes. Let me know that, yes, Trey, that makes sense. So what works better? What's going to, I gave you the earlier way, but what gives me something like this? What gives me a 9 out of 10 success rate? And that's what I want to share with you guys right now. So if I know you want to see this, okay? I share this in speeches that we do. I share this in our tutorials, our videos, our line stuff. But people just love this because it works, right? Plain and simple. And what that's called is a market first approach. So I like looking at, okay, what is the market telling me? Seems complicated. Do we got to go out and do all kinds of crazy surveys like McDonald's does and gather 20 million people and say, hey, what kind of burger do you like? No, not really. Do we have to get an engineering team put together? No. Do we got to get a PR placement together? No. It is crazy simple, and it pulls out the juice. It pulls out the cream of what actually people are looking to buy versus what they might buy, okay? So that's going to be our market first approach. So as I'm getting into this, what I want you to envision is a good little piece that I learned from my big man mentor, Carl White. So Carl White taught me this, and it was absolutely stunning. It blew my mind when I heard about it, and I'm hoping that you guys will get your mind blown as well. So this is the get in front of a parade. This is get in front of the parade, P-R-A-D-E, parade approach. Hopefully you guys can read that. So this is the parade approach. So most of you go out and you're like, all right, let me do some Facebook ads. Let me pop out there real quick. And let me kind of do some interjections with some people and see exactly what they may or may not buy, right? You spend money. Maybe you go build an email list. Maybe you go and grab an account somewhere. Maybe you go purchase a group, but you're spending money. You see, this is a great approach because other people have already spent the money for you. And this is called a parade. So come 4th of July, let's see, we're in the month of, what is this month? October. So Thanksgiving, the big Macy's Thanksgiving parade is going to be coming up for Thanksgiving. How many of you guys want to go to that? So in New York. But the cool thing about that is that parade someone else put on, right? Somebody else put all the money into it to get all the police there, all the border patrol there. They got all the, the dudes in the sky watching. They have the dumpsters ready to go. They have the partitions. They make sure that the roads are closed. They make sure that there's participants. They make sure that there's billboards and banners and newsletters and Facebook ads and like all this momentum and all this energy and all this money that is put out to make sure that the Macy's parade is a go, right? They're doing all of it. So the cool thing is wow, they're doing all this energy. They're putting a lot of work together. Now you know that parade is going to happen with or without you, right? But what if you could get in front of that parade? So here's the parade, here they come, they're marching down, right? And this has been put together by somebody else. Lots of energy, a lot of money has been spent for this. But the question is how do you set up a little table in front of these guys and say, hey, I know this parade's going to happen, but what I want to do is I want to survey this parade. Somebody's already put these people in play. Okay, so what you go out and you do is you ask them and you say, hey, question, would you like to buy, so this is before the event, okay, we put a little survey out. Would you like to buy tea? What's your preference? Tea, Coca-Cola, lemonade, water, and what's another good one? Maybe juice. Okay, so juice. So we have 5 selections. So market first approach, or product first approach is going to say something like, I love Coca-Cola. Like Coca-Cola to me is the best tasting drink ever. Like there should be no other drink in existence because of how good Coca-Cola is. And that's just me. That's my personal preference, right? I love the sugar. I love feeling it stuck on my teeth later. I love that it's dark and it's not clear. And so who knows how it goes through my system. I don't know. But the thing with Coke is I love it. So I know and I figure that everybody else is going to go love Coke. So I take all this money and I go and grab Coca-Cola, right? Do you think that'll be success in front of that parade? Possibly. Or let's say you're student number 2. And student number 2 says, no, you know what? I understand that not everybody likes Coke, but I know that people like tea, they like lemonade, they like water, they like juice. So what I'm going to do is take my $1,000 budget and I'm going to go spread this along each drink. So I'm going to buy a little bit of tea, I'm going to buy a little bit of Coke, a little bit of lemonade, a little bit of water, a little bit of juice, and bring all of that down to the parade because I know that I'm going to sell individually items, individual products. So again, throwing that spaghetti to the wall. Now in these 2 scenarios, a couple things can happen. You either guessed really good and you got Coke and everybody's like, we love Coke, and so you sell out. That could happen, right? That's the spaghetti, that's the 1 out of 10 success rate. Or maybe you're this guy who went out and spent a ton of money in inventory to find that Coke was the winner. So realistically, he wasted money on tea, lemonade, water, and juice, but won with Coke. So did he spend his money efficiently, effectively? Not really, right? So how do you do a parade approach? So what you do is before the parade happens, you know that parade is going to happen. No matter what, Thanksgiving's coming, the Macy's parade's coming down the line, the people are going to show up. So prior to the event, what you want to do is you want to reach out to these people, Facebook ads, maybe contact the person that's putting on saying, hey, can we do an email blast to your people, right? They've already put the energy in play to survey them. We want to know what their favorite drink is. So we say, hey, more than likely you're going to be attending the Macy's parade this coming Thanksgiving, and we're curious. Do you love tea, Coca-Cola, lemonade, juice, or water? What is your favorite, right? What is your favorite? And then the survey comes back and it says, ironically, tea. And so you spend your $1,000 on tea. So you have a table of tea. Now that's because the majority of the people said, I want tea. So my question to you is, do you think you will make more money by selling tea at the parade, or by selling Coke at the parade, or by selling all individuals at the parade? Well, you see, we've already done the research. And what happens is you're going to sell the most of what the people say they want. You see, that's the difference between a market-first approach and a product-first approach. With a product-first approach, you're guessing. It's a guessing game. You're like just like going and slapping $100 on red and hoping that it clicks. Sometimes it does. Other times, not so much, because you got that dang little green one up there that'll catch you off guard if you know what I'm talking about. So here's the deal. You got to do a market first approach on all your products. You see, you're already building relationships. You're already building authority and trust within your organizations, within your companies, within what you're currently doing, what you're putting out there. And what you got to do is you got to go out and ask, right? Survey the crowd, survey the parades. They're already out there in forums and groups and email lists and companies. People have already placed the energy out there in the field. And all you have to do is go and infiltrate it. Ask the question, hey, I'm really curious. Guys, maybe you go to a farmer group on Facebook. Hey, curious guys, what's your favorite thing on your keychain regarding farmers? Do you guys have a favorite thing that you do? Or maybe it's your favorite workout routine, or maybe it's your favorite drink during when you're tossing hay or playing with the cows, whatever you're rocking today, And so you're able to survey them, and they're going to come back and say, hey, this is what we really love, or here's an item that I really enjoy. Something else we've done before is maybe you're selling t-shirts. T-shirts are a really easy thing because everybody wears t-shirts, like everybody. Cool thing with t-shirts, you can do the same thing. You can reach out to groups of a certain niche, right? Maybe they love baseball, maybe they love gardening, maybe they love trucks, whatever it is, you can reach out to them and say, hey, quick favor, would you mind going to your closet and taking a picture of the best, most amazing t-shirt that you absolutely love regarding gardening or regarding trucking or regarding whatever niche that they're in. I want to see what you guys are, because here's the thing, is we're putting together a really amazing t-shirt that's going to blow your socks off, and you're going to absolutely love it. You're going to actually it's going to be an impulse buy because you're going to love it so much. But what we're looking to do is make sure we're producing shirts that look like the ones you already love. And that's why it's so important to do the research, right? And go out and do a market first approach, because then you know what design they like, you know if they like text on the design, you know if they don't like designs or don't like text or whatever it may be for you. But at the end of the day, you're going to gather all this information for absolutely nothing and be able to go to that same niche, that same organization, that same company, and give them what they have already told you that they're going to buy. And that's exactly how we do our product e-commerce, and that's why we've been able to be so successful at it, and that's why clients come to us and ask us, hey, how do I make my products and my company explode? It's because we follow this right here. We follow the parade approach, which is a market first approach, and because of that market, we know exactly what product to sell them, and that's why it's such a success, right? We have a 9 out of 10 success rate of launching products because we've gone out and asked the questions. So here's the thing, is I'd love to see your comments below in the chat there. If you're watching on Instagram, hit me up on Instagram, private message. If you're watching this on YouTube, again, down below. Facebook, you know what to do, down below. I look forward to seeing you guys again on next week, or maybe we'll do this again. I don't know, it's been a lot of fun, but I appreciate you guys rocking and rolling and having a great day. Have a good one. See ya.